Before I get things rolling, I wanted to mention that I'm starting a new series called Fixing Things That Nobody Asked For, which this video will be the first of many. It's also a working title, so I'll make sure to come up with something more catchy later. In this video, I'll attempt to redesign the GameStop pre-owned game case. If you're not familiar with GameStop, it's a store that sells video games, consoles, collectibles, and trading cards, which I don't collect. Recently, they teamed up with PSA, a prominent card grading company. GameStop has also been dabbling in tech, like the time when they launched an NFT marketplace where artists could share their work and mint at a low cost. Unfortunately, the regulatory uncertainty in the crypto space led them to shut it down, but I'd like to think that it's just hibernating for now and will come back at some point. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention the person who's in charge of the transformation, Ryancohen. Who the hell is this guy, you ask? Well, he's the guy that made Chewy into a successful company. Despite being in a highly competitive market, Chewy managed to stand out on its own. So I'm confident that GameStop hasn't reached its final form yet, and I can't wait for that moment. Now that you're all caught up, let's get back to what this video is all about, and it's updating the design for the pre-owned video game cases from GameStop. And some of you might be wondering why take the time to do this, and the simplest answer is why not? It's one of those things that can be improved, and I just really like GameStop. Oh, and for fun, I'll also incorporate their mascot in the design. I was thinking that every genre would have its own case and feature its own design, like having a unique illustration for platformers, first-person shooters, horror games, and puzzle games, and all of them will feature Buck the Bunny. And I think that will add to the collectible aspect of the cases, and over time, some designs can be retired, so that will make them a lot more desirable. I'm sure some of you could care less, but I figured this is something fun to do, and hopefully I can attract a community of people that like the same stuff that I do. But that's enough of my babbling. If you're wondering about my process, well, I approach a lot of my work like I'm sculpting clay, pushing, pulling, and nudging things around with brush strokes until something takes shape that feels good. Doing it this way means that I'm mostly relying on intuition and experience to guide me, and to be honest, I don't have one specific workflow that I gravitate to. Every piece is different and requires a different method to accomplish, and oftentimes happy accidents happen that I take advantage of. If you're wondering what you can do to get to this point, well, I'll just repeat the same advice you hear from other artists, and it's about working on your fundamentals and getting to a level where it becomes close to second nature. So experimenting and breaking rules becomes a lot easier. But I'm not saying you shouldn't experiment as you learn the basics, but it will definitely help an artist find their unique style and voice. I think learning to be an artist nowadays is a lot easier because of the amount of resources you can find online. I feel like whatever I share is just another variant of something that's been said thousands of times before. But I realize that repetition is key to learning. And the more you hear something, the more likely you'll be able to retain whatever it is you're trying to learn. It's the same as hearing someone telling you to exercise and eat healthy. We know that it's something that we should do, but sometimes we need to keep hearing it to be motivated to keep doing it. It's not easy being an artist, and it takes a ton of bad drawings to get to a stage where you can be happy with your work. The secret is to keep doing whatever you're passionate about, and it will eventually pay off. So my advice is just keep at it and hang in there. Just to cover my bases in case these questions pop up, I'm using Creative for this piece. I'm trying to learn alternative painting programs so I can remove myself from the shackles of subscription-based apps, and I'm using a combination of a regular circle brush with the size and opacity set to pressure, and a flat opaque circle brush with just the size set to pressure. Oh, and also, to add to the idea for the case, I thought it would be funny to have the back view of some of the illustrations depicted in the back of the cases, like some grotesque ape-like monster in the front looking really menacing, but you see its swollen red butt on the back view, and it makes the whole scary scene silly. I know my friends would be wondering if I was smoking something, but I promise I'm sober making this. It's just my homage to the Mad magazines I read growing up. I think it would be awesome to explore this idea a lot more. Some can be crazy intricate and have a Where's Waldo type of game in the illustration. And since Ryancohen leads the company, maybe he'll use a similar idea Chewy uses for customer retention, like when they send hand-painted art to customers of their pets, which I think it's a pretty cool idea. Or it could even be that GameStop could have some special illustrated cases that can only be bought online It can only be purchased with GameStop Pro points. Well, here's the final product. I hope you guys liked it. But before I wrap this up, I'd like to thank you for watching and see you next time.